What's good, y'all? You dub back here again, here in 2019. Let's get it. Y'all already know by this point, bringing you more fresh new content. Now, have a lot of fans of my channel who loving my One Piece comment. You know what we here for. They like Lil Wonder. You know what we here for, dog. Don't even play. Don't act. We want more of that fire ass, lit ass One Piece content. I'm like, well, I got it, I'm not one who caters to the feds, but they like that. I'm like, all right. I hear some folk who, from folk I ain't heard from a while, people checking out, keeping track of the channel, and they supporting. Much love and respect to y'all. Now, I've talked about this a number of times, and I've been pulling it off, especially my homie Fire Angel Chris. Shout out to Chris. You watch this, babe. You watch this, bro. This is for you. This is for you and a few of y'all. All right, probably I'll do Ugaz, Sean Holmes, and a few others. This whole thing, you see the title about pirate battles, right? In One Piece. I get very irritated. And like, it's not like it irritates my soul. Not to that level, like some people do. But on a serious note, it's very irritating with the hypocrisy and discussions when we're talking about One Piece fights, right? On the one hand, first of all, not every clash is a fucking fight. Understand that not every clash is a blood clot fight, alright? It's not a bloody fight. Fujitora, Admiral Fujitora Isho versus Sabo was not a fight. That was a clash. Right? That's how I be. Oh, Oda didn't really show us nothing. Because there was nothing to show. Oda wasn't going, you didn't have fighters going all out. It's almost like, ooh, Oda skipped it. You know how many situations where you'll have a Joker versus former Admiral Aokiji Kuzan? We have a lot of those. Number one, if there was a lot more fights, you would have people getting defeated. You would have people dying because you have characters that powerful and that lethal. But we don't really see that. Fights are like Luffy versus Doflamingo. Fights are like Luffy versus Lord Cracker. Luffy versus Katakuri. A clash, Big Man versus Kaido, is a clash. It's not a fight, as evidenced by recent chapter. Right? Understand the difference so that you don't get all butthurt or all riled up about these fights. Without all that finally on video out the way, let's talk about pirate fights, okay? So on the one hand, you'll have people like, oh, they need to be pirates. I want to see pirates. I want to see the scumbag. I want to see, you want to see more stuff like Teach, who did straight up fight Whitebeard. It was a game man, it was jump. It was actually, people say, oh, Dragon Ball, they fight one. No, Dragon Ball, they be gang banging on fools. Straight up. Unless it's a tournament, and even in the tournament of power, they were gang banging on fools. They do fight one-on-ones. Now, Luffy always fights in a one-on-one. Always fights in a one-on-one. But people will be like, Luffy, his win doesn't matter because he got help. First of all, I've debunked this a number of times, but I'm going to do it one last time. I don't have to do it. If I have to do it again, come on now, y'all. Y'all getting ridiculous. Luffy never got help to get the W. Joker fought Law thrice. Hopefully Law, who is relatively competent. Now, I don't have him as powerful or as great of a fighter as y'all, but he's at least a good combatant. Even though he's really a doctor more than a fighter. I've criticized him on that for years. Still, he has somewhat of a fighting IQ. He's a power cat. Like, he's impressive. Like, hopefully he lands some damage on Joker. Especially if you get that many cracks at him. Like, come on, bro. Like, let's put some kind of respect on his name. Like, either he trash or he not. Like, you can't have it both ways. Either you're saying Law about that life like y'all say he does. Say he is, excuse me. Or Law ain't as high as y'all rank him. Because, Zoro would have put some work on Joker. Come on now. Joker wasn't trying to get him. In fact, Joker didn't even want Cavendish fighting alongside Luffy. Joker was frowning. Go check the manga panels, factually. All right? The thing is, he fought Law multiple times. Law finally, with Luffy's assistance, landed Gamma Knife. Oh, well, that's Joker's fault. Joker should have set it up like that, but regardless of that, Law got a hit. Law had multiple cracks at Joker. You would hope he does as much. So that's not an assistance to me. Also, the fight between Joker and Luffy did not start till after that. It did not start till Law was on the ground and Joker was about to put in some business on him. And Luffy stepped in. You had a Clash of Conquerors Haki, which I told y'all the fight was going to start after a Clash of Conquerors Haki, which it did. All right. That's point number one. Point number two of contention, you'll have distinct people with, oh, Nami. Nami was, first of all, Nami defeated Brule, right? So I'm just going to just sit on the sidelines and do nothing while both of us, first of all, Lord Cracker was an impede, like they were trying to get somewhere, right? He was in the way. He needed to get out the way. Secondly, I'm just going to be sitting on my ass doing nothing. Now, people always talk about, oh, Oda's not really showing someone fighting. Oda's not showing this and that. So, Nami actually helps her captain like she's supposed to. Now, I didn't, I'd rather just see Luffy versus Lord Cracker. That's just my personal preference. But in a realistic, logical perspective, Nami steps in. You know also when Nami stepped in and nobody ever complained? Versus Buggy. Yeah, go all the way back in. Nami stepped in. It was Luffy versus Buggy. But here's also the reality. Buggy would have killed all three of them. Luffy fought Buggy by himself. But Nami stepped in and aided Luffy. But even though she wasn't a technical crew, she was more an ally at that point. They're crewmates! What the fuck you... Dog, they're crewmates! No one complains when the enraged army gangbanging on Luffy. Nobody has a problem with the arranged army gangbanging on Luffy after Luffy's exhausted from fighting Lord Cracker for 11 fucking hours. Nobody complains about that. Nobody talks about that. But people are okay. They say, oh, assistance. But they're fine with the whole thing of Kaido. Oh, Kaido needs to be taken down by multiple people. But Luffy gets some aid by his own crewmate. Which was superficial, and I don't even consider it aid because it didn't even do anything to affect Cracker. It did nothing. It stopped his devil fruit power. It negated. It helped Luffy deal with his troublesome devil fruit power in their war of attrition. You see what I'm saying? So, we move on to Katakuri, which is the worst example. Brule, to help him escape the mirror world. Luffy returned to the fight. Luffy was also running away from Big Man, by the way, in case y'all forgot. Brule helped him escape the mirror world. Somehow that aids him in the fight. They fought for 10 hours. Almost 11 hours. Luffy was getting beat like a ragdoll. Katakuri could not put this man down. Facts. He couldn't put him down. Fanpei hurt. Fanpei affected Luffy. Oh, and apparently Luffy took many nearly lethal fatal blows. According to, how is this dude still standing? This dude was rocking that Waka Flocka, all right? By the way, Waka Flocka is one of my all-time favorite rappers, even though skill-wise he's not that good. But the thing is, you want to see me dead, put presses on my head? Yeah, that Waka Flocka, all right? I don't want no copyright strikes from y'all nonsense, though. The thing is, Luffy wouldn't get dropped. Katakuri nerfed himself. No, he can still use his abilities. He can still use Awakening. He can still use his advanced armaments, advanced future sight, hockey. He didn't nerf himself. He put an injury similar to Luffy. But Luffy had been beaten up for 10 hours. Y'all need to stop. All right? Stop it. Stop trying to take away from this man's greatness. Like some of y'all do with LeBron James. Some of y'all do with these other cats out here. Stop trying to take away from these people's greatness. Luffy got the W, pure and simple. You can't put a man down in 10 hours. I'm sorry, I ain't trying to hear that, bro. I ain't trying to hear that. All right? Do your damn job. That would have been like if the Raptors could not put away the Warriors, but the Warriors were all banged up. Clay was banged up. KD was down. Boogie Cousins was hobbled, and the Warriors couldn't get put down. It's kind of sad that it took them to go to 6 in the hobble Warriors. Just saying, in all fairness. But the reason I put that all out the way is because I'm getting all the foolishness out the way. We don't have, and I've been saying this for a while, Oda, can you please, they're pirates, can you please, for the love of God, give me some sea battles? Let Usopp shine. Let some of these cats shine. Please give me some actual sea battles. What I come to pirates for? It's all cool and dandy that we see it. Hopefully with this fleet. Hopefully, with these fleets, well with the Grand Fleet, we'll actually see some sea battles. Yeah, I want to see cannon fire. I want to see them boarding ships. I want to see this. I wouldn't mind seeing some theft too. I know I know they're trying to produce, some kind of morality, but they're pirates. I want to see sea battles. I want to see another Davy back fight, but a real Davy back fight this time, not that farther fight we saw with Foxy, even though he had a OP Hacks Devil Fruit. I want to see this because this is real pirate shit. This is real pirate battles, all right? See more like, but actual for real, what we got with Captain Drak the Drought versus Admiral Fujitoro Isho, former Fleet Admiral Sengoku the Buddha, Vice Admiral Suru, Lady Suru, respect. I want to see that. That's real shit. We hear about, ships got destroyed. But I want to see that stuff. People like skip fights. Let's see naval battles. Let's say naval pursuit. Not pursuit. Let's see naval conflicts. Let's see strategies. They're called admirals. Can we get them to fight at sea, please? Ladies and gentlemen, I want to see some sea battles. I want to see before Laugh-Tail, whatever it's called. I want to see some conflict before they reach the island between the Blackbeard pirates and the Straw Hat Grand Fleet. All right? If the Grand Fleet's involved in that matter. Right? I want to see this stuff. I want to see, Yonko and whatnot going at it. I want to see the worst generation going at it at sea. Can we please get sea battles? We not got. When can you, in the series of One Piece, can you show me one time what we've gotten was a clash between two Yonkos? The first one, we had red-haired Shanks and white-beard Edward Newgate. But that's it. We didn't get a naval war. We didn't see Roger versus Shiki and the Battle of the Ed War. We didn't see it. It got skipped. That's what I want to see. That's real pirate shit. All right. Not only that, I say Luffy for the one-on-ones, those battles. But here's what I would love to see. We kind of saw it on Dressrosa, which was very refreshing, by the way. Dressrosa was a true war. But I know some of y'all are in the kingdom. Y'all keep trying to get me in the kingdom. Y'all need to stop. But anyway, some of y'all in the kingdom, some of y'all, like myself, were fans of Magi the Labyrinth of Magic, right? Y'all saw all the troops moving. Y'all fans of Vinland Saga, right? Y'all saw all them troops moving. Can we get some of that in One Piece? We'll probably get that with the Final War and stuff. And hopefully we get some of that in Wano. Because we got the Minks, we got the Samurai, we got all that. We got Orochi's forces, we got the Beast Pirates. Apparently we're going to get a lot of that. It ain't just going to be a bunch of one-on-ones. We're going to get actual full-scaled battles. All right? That's what I would love to see. Groups fighting, maybe some 2-on-2s, 3-on-3s, whole squads. Squad gang style, baby! Gang style. Zoro, Sanji, well, not so much Zoro because I actually want him to fight Orochi or whatever. But let's say against the Flying Six, right? The Flying Squad, right? X Drake, Page One, and the other cats, right? Let's say Sanji. Sanji has a squad. Let's say Hawkins was there too. Well, X Drake may flip, but you get my point. Sanji and some other cats, right? They go up against, or Scratch from Napu in the numbers. Who am I thinking of? Whoever you want to. But let's say groups fight, team battles. I want to see that. All right? Groups jumping one another. And if, people are left, then how does this person deal with multiple opponents? We don't really see that in One Piece. We see the one-on-ones, but can we get some multiple opponents? These are pirates. The thing, and I'm going to end this video relatively quickly, right? The thing I've been saying for years now, seemingly years, a couple years at least, is that these are pirates, bro. There is no fighting fair. Even Luffy, you had, Usopp talk about a warrior's code. Well, that's because Usopp is going from being a pirate to becoming a warrior, brave warrior of the sea. That's what he's becoming. But I forget who first indicated it, but Luffy epitomized it. He set it in stone. He crystallized it. And I was so glad Luffy said it versus Katakuri. I'm like, yes! Oda, once again, you're validating what I've been saying, and you're validating what happened on Dressrosa. You're a pirate, bro. Joker knew what kind of game he was playing. They all know. Especially in the New World, they all know what kind of game this is. Gecko Moria knows. Sir Crocodile knows. The Yonko, of course, know. Hawkeyes knows. You look at Hawkeyes, for example. Hawkeyes has no crew. But you think Hawkeyes ain't gonna square up against a crew? We've seen this man go against whole crews and cut them down. We've seen that factually. One thing I will say that I wanted to bring up earlier is that I would love to see more Luffy versus Don Creed type stuff. That's what I would love to see. Especially you get a sense of peril with Devil Fruit users. Arlong Park. Potential Sanji, his fight. Okay. That how it went underwater. I would love to see that. We saw Kobe was able to swim. So underwater battles would be really cool. We kind of saw that a little bit in Fishman Island, but just saying the threat is there. The threat of drowning, the threat of that potential. Some have said that, Blackbeard kind of jokingly might go out by drowning. But if he and Luffy battled in that kind of thing, and Blackbeard, that's how Blackbeard died. But it was with a legit battle with Luffy. And Luffy hit him, and then Blackbeard was done. I mean, Caesar Crown almost, like, if he would have kept going, he would have drowned. See what I'm saying? Rob Lucci could have drowned. So we could see a death by drowning in the series of One Piece, unless Oda wants Blackbeard to survive the face in the final war. So that just depends on how Oda wants to write it. But all I'm saying is Luffy clearly stated versus Katakuri, and it was already spoken about previously. He said this is, Katakuri is like, sorry about that. He's like, no, this is a fight between pirates. There are no rules. In a real fight, in an actual death match, there are no rules. The only rule is survival, bro. That is the rule. In a fight of pirates, where you have dudes out here being grimy, look again. I like I brought up in the beginning of the video. A lot of people praise teaching the Blackbeard pirates for what they did to Newgate. Okay, a lot of people want Luffy and a whole squad to fight Kaido, even though we have potentially Big Mom as well. Even though she should go down to Elbaf, but a whole nother discussion. The point being is you can't have it both ways. You're saying it's not fair. I want to see the fights. I want to see the power levels and da da da. But then on a hypocritical sense, saying we need to see characters getting jumped. The thing is, it shouldn't. None of this should even become a point of contention. They don't have to be one-on-ones. They could just gun a man down. They could chop a man down. And in some cases, it probably would have served better if that would have occurred. Unless a character is clearly more powerful and numbers won't matter. You know what I'm saying? It's like Nami, Chopper, and Frankie trying to jump in and help Luffy defeat Kaido. They're just going to get massacred. You know what I'm saying? Like, it would actually have to be competent fighters, but you don't want too much because then it makes it too easy. So it's a weird balance there. But unexpected one, like, comment, subscribe. I did this video because this is kind of just addressing this whole thing that I got irritated with talking about for like 3 years now. It just, guys, this is a series, a manga about pirates. Liberal version of pirates, but it's pirates nonetheless. Crews would be jumping other crews. Sets are going to jump other sets. Think gang shit. All right? Don't think this is like some samurai duels. Think gang shit. A win's a win, a loss is a loss. You come out, you survive. That's a part of life. Especially considering the fact that you got characters with immense powers. No other series do you hear this. You don't hear this in Naruto. You don't hear this in One Piece. You don't hear this in Bleach. Every single one of the final fights. All right. Tournament of Power. All right. Well, first of all, let me just go with Dragon Ball and break this down for y'all. All right. Dragon Ball. Right. All of Son Goku's adult life, Saiyan Saga versus Raditz. It was him and Piccolo. Gohan had a rage moment, but it was him and Piccolo, right? Saiyan Saga versus Nappa and Vegeta. Straight gang banging all the Z fighters, right? Namek, straight gang banging versus Frieza. Until Son Goku was a one-on-one between him and Frieza, right? Lord Frieza eventually took that L because of Super Saiyan. Nobody had a problem. Android Saga. Straight gang banging on the androids. Full blown. And even more so versus Perfect Cell. Pure gang banging. For him. You would have thought that Akira Toriyama was writing a series about gangsters. Gang wars. Alright? The Boo Saga was nothing but gang banging on this fool. Known as Boo. Just saying, bro. That's Dragon Ball. Nobody has a problem. You go throughout Dragon Ball Super, same thing. Lord Beerus, gangbang. Frieza, gangbang. Even though it's kind of ish 1-on-1, still gangbang. Tournament arc of Universal Tournament, again, 1-on-1s, tournament setting. You go to Future Trunks slash Goku Black arc, gangbang. You go to, well, really team up slash gangbang. It was really cool in that arc what they did there. And tournament power, individuals, but a lot of gangs. A lot of gang shit. Alright? You go to Naruto. A lot of gang stuff. Kage Summit. Gang banging on Uchiha Sasuke, bruh. All the Kages were on site, fam. Even the idea of paying with the 6 pass. On site, fam. Freaking a lot of in the quote unquote fourth grade Shinobi War was a bunch of sets clashing. You had people like Uchiha Madara just going up against whole forces. But against Kaguya, Team 7, bruh. What? No one complained when they're like, "Oh, why is it Naruto? Why isn't it just Sasuke?" They said Team 7 together, gang banging on fool, because she was that powerful. When it comes to Bleach, final versus Juha Bach ended up a gang bang situation. Aizen Sosuke, Kurosaki Ichigo, and I forget whoever else, but get the point. There were multiple people fighting against this man after the one-on-ones versus Ichibe. Uh, who else did he fight? I remember the Ichibe fight was a nasty fight, by the way. Um, my whole point is, it can't have it both ways, fam. Now, I personally wanted to be Luffy versus Kaido because, first of all, there are plenty of other fights, especially now with the Big Mom Alliance. Um, but not only that, I think Luffy needs to. I mean, the series is winding out. He needs to get that experience of fighting Yonko solo dolo. Plus, you have a precedent. He's always fought his antagonist solo dolo. Okay, even with the age, he's always fought them 1-on-1, and I don't think we need that precedent broken with that. But everything else, oh, I have no problem with multiple teams going at each other. I want to see that. Unexpected One, like, comment, subscribe. Tell me your thoughts on this matter. I know some people have a lot to say, and I would love to hear from what you got. All right, y'all. Have a beautiful day, beautiful night. Peace.